Cheers, everybody. We are back for another edition of Bourbon on a Budget. I don't care how bad of a day you're having. When that intro music hits, your day gets better. Like,
it's hard.
Brendan has been complaining to us all night about how long his week has been, you know, it being Monday and all. And even he got the biggest smile in the world when that music started playing.
Yeah.
So
It also makes me want to drink. It's very Pavlovian.
Pavlovian?
Pavlov's dog. Drools.
I Pavlov that reference.
I Pavlov you guys.
Oh,
Bourbon!
The
how are you guys
Ski.
doing? Yeah. So let's get into this before any pots and pans start banging. How are you guys doing tonight? How's your weekend been? How's your day been?
Ben.
How's your Ben been?
Oh, my Ben's been great.
It's
weird.
It's inappropriate.
Well,
it's great. It's been a blast. Had a nice little relaxing Sunday with the missus, you know, and just at it again. FSU Miami Hate Week. Let's go.
I like how Brendan complains about having a long weekend and working through the weekend, but your job is to just like watch sports. So, just saying. Just saying, the entire United States does that for free
and doesn't get paid. And doesn't get paid.
Yeah, and doesn't get paid.
A year.
People actually look forward to that. Most of the United States looks forward to that whole entire
but all the
thing.
people sitting there watching it on their couch not getting paid are telling me how they know more about the sport that I paid to watch and talk to people who know.
Have you thought about learning more than just being better than them? Thought about that?
What are we drinking tonight, TJ?
Oh man, we are drinking good stuff.
We have an exciting episode, and we'll try not to get anyone in trouble or get these two guys mad at each other. But we have another
a bad internet connection.
We have a terrible internet connection.
Guys, I've got plenty of good internet. I just choose not to be wasted on you idiots. We have another edition of King of the Hill, our finished edition. What are we going back and forth with tonight?
Well, let's start off by talking about who's 2-0 right now. They're making some moves.
Mr. Midwinter Night's Dram.
Is it impressive?
Hashtag High West.
Is it impressive they're 2-0? Because literally every King of the Hill we've ever had has gone 2-0. Like, that's just an expectation at this point.
You know, it's just trying to hype up the round 3 matchup. Yeah, it's been a pretty smooth sailing so far for High West. Midwinter Night Dram. The contender has won convincingly, guys. It just hasn't been much. They beat the poop out of Straight Edge, which is a bourbon finish in a Cabernet Sauvignon wine. That's wine, a red wine.
Tis.
I've heard about it before. Yes.
Yeah, it's a lower proof one. So it was a 1 seed versus 16 seed. Did what it was supposed to do. But then moved things up a little bit, ramped it up some. So similar price point, similar proof. A rye that it was finished in cognac. It was Sagamore Spirit. I thought more of a close contest, but still pretty lopsided for Midwinter Night Dram. So smooth sailing so far. Do we want to talk about what it's going up against tonight, though, guys? Round 3?
Yeah, let's roll. It's going up against something that Brendan and I were able to acquire.
It's a cool bottle, man. It's a really cool bottle. So this is, if you're looking at it, check out what TJ's showing you. It's a really cool bottle. It's a store pick from Miami, but it's Taconic Distillery. So this is a New York-based distillery. I have a bottle of their standard bourbon, and it's upstate. I don't want to say upstate New York. It's upstate of New York City, but it's not quite upstate New York. It's about 2 hours north of the city.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. But I mean, people in the city talk about it being upstate, but you know, my wife's family's from legit upstate New York in the mountains, and that's upstate. So anyways, long story short, get into the weeds here.
That's great.
Get into the trees, which can coincidentally
be in upstate New York, actually.
Was once translated as Taconic, meaning in the trees, and uses the name of the Lenape chieftain. So it's named after an Indian tribe, which is pretty cool. And it's in the Taconic Mountains. So I guess kind of mountainous. Anyways, I'm getting into the trees / weeds here. So this is a bourbon, 4 years aged, at 115 proof, that is then put into a barrel of, ready for it? Maple syrup. Ooh. No, this is
you don't like maple syrup?
I do like maple syrup. All I'm saying is that last time I had a whiskey that was finished in maple syrup, it tasted like
it was this one.
Maple syrup. Sorry, Decadence.
But yeah, do you remember the last time the only time we've tried a maple syrup finished bourbon on this show? What happened, TJ?
We've mentioned it every time since then, so it definitely made an impact.
It's hilarious.
Hey, we were in gas bars the other day with the man himself, DJ Decadence Joe, and
Mr. Joe.
We walked over to the Widow Jane section, and they didn't have any Decadence, so he swiped on the counter and knocked a bunch of stuff off, and just ended up leaving Jimmy's
a little baby tantrum,
yeah,
a little decadent tantrum. So, anyway, why
did we pick this one, Teach?
Because we tried something else that was on our lineup for this, and it sucked. So we had to kick it out. Remember what did we have? What did we review like 2-3 weeks ago?
Oh, the Blood Oath. Yeah, that was horrible. So by the way, I have to take off my Halloween decorations. So spider webs. It's middle of November here.
I'm excited about this one though, because the problem with Decadence Widow Jane Joe was that the proof was like 8.
It was way too low.
And now we're taking that up to 11 because the proof is 115 here. Yes. So me liking proof, it's going to be competing with the lower than I want proof of Midwinters. So,
well, very, very contrasting. We got a bourbon versus a rye. Got a port finished versus this is a first
maple syrup finish.
Maple syrup finish. Proof difference. Price range. This is going to be I forgot TJ. I mean, it's going to be about between 69 and 75, $80.
I think so. I think we got it for between 60 and 70, 65 maybe.
Yeah, so close to Midwinter Dram MSRP, but not at secondary price you're gonna have to pay for it. So very different versions of what a finish can be is what we're going into here. Both are going to be high quality. I think it's going to be an interesting one. So let's get into it. What do we want to start with? Which one do we want to start nosing talking about first here?
Well, before we do that, let's jump to the fact that we got this through the Miami Bourbon Society. This is their pick. And I'm actually going to share this in their group and see if I can not get banned. But anyway, relax. It's a big week, but
that's how we get banned from them.
Yeah. The Miami Bourbon Society, which is really, really cool. They do a lot of picks as a group. Check them out. Cool that we were able to get this. They shared it in another group that we're in, and we were able to pick it up. So I really like it. I think Ben's not going to, but shout out to Miami Bourbon Society. So anyway,
yes,
Brendan.
Yes.
Let's start by nosing both of them. We kind of do it all at the same time. Look.
Yeah.
Port and maple. Like that's just
both
wine and syrup. Just what I want.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Actually, I don't disagree with the port being jelly or the Midwinter Nights being jelly. I am liking the nose a lot from the Taconic, the Taconic.
The first thing I'm getting, and we've talked about the Midwinter Night Dram.
Buttery, yeah.
It's amazing what the rye / port is doing dramatic wise and richness wise, because like it's holding up with something that it's 115 proof lower than on the nose. Like I couldn't tell you which one's the higher proof one based on just solely the nose.
I think I agree.
No, I don't know. I feel like I can. To me, the Midwinters is getting jammier. Like the more I smell it,
the berry and fruits coming out.
Yeah,
I think it's hard to pick up
fruit.
It's hard to pick up the intense proof, which it's not an intense proof at just under 100, but because of the finish, like I don't really pick up much of the proof at all or the heaviness to it, just because of how the sweetness on the finish comes through.
It's like a raspberry jam.
It's amazing.
It's so good. But like I said, the more I nose the Taconic, right? I mean, of course, maple syrup. That's just a little bit obvious. But I get like a graham cracker, kind of like a marshmallowy graham cracker approach. Not like toasted per se, but like it's definitely on the sweeter spectrum of like breadiness and butteriness.
Bro, I keep getting a very strong toasted, charred. I think maybe like you're talking about the marshmallow or whatever. Like like a charred marshmallow with this. It's interesting that char is coming up pretty heavily on it. And not a ton of maple syrup though. Like that was the thing about the Decadence. It just smelled just straight up like you're just drinking maple syrup. This is.
I mean, this is a very sweet nose. Like you would grab this and be like, this is more than just a toasted finish or, more than just a regular bourbon. Like this is definitely very sweet, very similar in sweetness to the Midwinters, but the Midwinters is like fruity, jammy as opposed to marshmallow and caramel.
Have you guys ever had a moon pie?
Yes.
No.
Oh, for Ben, it's a.
I know what they are.
Okay. Well, some people may not know, so I'll explain to the entire.
Okay. Please tell me specifically.
It is a cookie sandwich, basically. That's graham cracker with marshmallow whip or whatever in between it, and then like dipped in chocolate.
Yeah.
And
I can see that.
That's what this is for me.
I don't get too many chocolate notes out of it. It's more like graham, marshmallow, maple.
Just a little bit of like milk chocolate. Just like a little there to be like, hey.
Yeah.
How's it going? All right. So both very sweet. Very sweet, very pretty noses.
Who's got the edge on the nose? So
far? Oh, God.
Ooh, I almost like the nose better on the Taconic.
There's no second T. Are you thinking about value when you're saying it?
Taconic. You're putting another T in there.
I know. I was trying to mess you up.
Is it like plates?
Oh my Lord! This is terrible.
That's tectonic.
Tectonic plates.
I explained the derivative. It's
Earthquakes.
from a Native American chieftain in upstate New York.
Anyway, to me, the nose goes to the Native American chieftain.
I will say the nose on the Midwinter Night's Dram is amazing. I don't know that I think they're both really good. I will say that the nose on the Taconic is more complex, whereas the Midwinter Night's Dram is almost exclusively like the berry, right?
Yeah. If Taconic didn't come in at 115 proof, I would be like way more critical of this. The fact that it's 115 proof is saving it to me.
So, have you been tasting it yet? Or we jump into this?
Oh, I've been tasting it.
Start with the Taconic, come back with the Midwinters.
Oh, the Taconic that's really good. That's high quality.
It's really good.
You yelled at me for drinking half your bottle.
I did. I didn't like that you drank so much of it.
Well, your services are appreciated.
Like I said, the proof rules here. Like you have to have that high proof to cut through the sweetness and the sugariness of everything.
The maple syrup is there, but it's not sickly sweet. To Ben's point,
like the Decadence.
Right.
Yeah. There's this oaky char vibe that kind of undercuts it, and it's nice.
Ben does make a fantastic point with that, and we've talked about that when we've tried the Michter's Toasted Barrel Bourbon, which love, super sweet, very desserty, but at a low 90 proof, it's so sweet. And what we've always said is the reason we like the rye so much is because you get a lot of that sweetness, but the rye and the high proof cuts some of that sweetness down. Not only the spice from the rye, but also the fact that it's like 100 and, 10, 12, 11, 15 proof based on what year it is. And that's kind of the same idea here. If you could get the Michter's, like a Michter's barrel strength toasted bourbon, I'm sure it'd be great because it wouldn't be so sickly sweet. And that's kind of what this does with the maple finish and things. So it is really good.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
These are two really good whiskeys, but they're so different from each other. I'm enjoying the contrast a lot, which is a fun part of doing this version of King of the Hill with the finishes, right? Yeah. It's like we want to try how much a finish can affect a different type of whiskey, but it's making it tough for me to like distinguish which one's better.
I am picking up a lot of when I go back to the Midwinters, I go back to like jam and a little bit of mintiness. Like it's almost refreshing in the fact that like the Taconic is so sweet, even at 100% at 115 proof. It's weird, almost refreshing my palate with the Midwinters because Midwinters is so plum heavy anyway. It's interesting. It's an interesting experience. Like, and the question to me is like, is Miami just really good at picking a barrel? Because that's one of the considerations that we have to think about here, because this is not readily available to non-Miami people.
Yeah, it's a barrel pick.
Yeah,
yeah.
And
just something to consider.
Taconic does do a standard, like it's a double barrel one, but it's 90 proof. Like that's their standard one, which I think would maybe provide some of the issues that exist with chain decadence.
So you're telling me that outside of a barrel pick, you're not getting this at 115 proof?
I am fairly confident that the 115 batch is mostly, if not all,
exclusive to barrel picks.
Store picks or barrel picks.
Yeah, oh, snap. Okay, that's... Uh-oh.
Now it's available. You can find it. It's there online.
Right.
TJ was able to get Midwinter Night Dram is hard to find as well. But there is going to be a you're gonna have to do some searching for both of these, which again I think is fair for Midwinter Night Dram to kind of have to go against something else that's tough to find.
The taste on that is incredible though. That Taconic is so.
It's so
frozen
good.
internet.
You think
I don't even feel bad about drinking half of Brendan's bottle. Tallahassee.
Yeah, neither do I.
It's funny when it was first poured, and your guys, I mean, TJ loves the sweet, Ben's more of the rich rye and proof. And this what's cool is like it kind of proof meets sweet. But Ben smelled it at first, and he was like, "Oh, this is a disaster." And then he sipped it, and he was like, "Oh,
yeah." It's really solid. Like it's very balanced. It's on the sweet spectrum, but it's definitely self-balanced with the proof, which I appreciate.
Man, who said peanut butter and jelly at the very beginning? Because I kind of want to mix equal parts of this at the very beginning.
Don't do that.
Very end. No. At the very end, I think I'm going to do it.
What a nightmare! Don't do that.
Maple syrup, bourbon, rye, port finished.
Oh, no. Don't muddy the water on that.
All right. What about finish here, fellas?
I think the edge goes to me on finish to Midwinters because I don't feel like I drank maple syrup. There's so much mouth coating with the Taconic that I kind of like when I'm drinking red wines, I'm a big fan of dry reds. Because it makes your palate want to rehydrate, and so to me, I get that a little bit with the Midwinters, and I don't get that as much. My palate kind of feels overwhelmed on the Taconic.
I'm kind
the finish on the Taconic is really good.
But the finish on it is, damn. This is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
I know. I'm with you. It's way better than this is the best competitor we've had.
Yes,
so
by far. And man, I feel like as we're getting into this, and as we're gonna pick, it's really kind of what you're in the mood for and time of year, and they're just so drastically different from each other, which I don't have to keep harping on that. They're different. I will say, as I'm drinking both of them, I poured equals amounts, and I've drank a decent portion more of the Taconic. I feel like that's what I'm gravitating towards a little bit right now.
I think one's very fall and one's winter. Fall is the maple and winter is the sugar plum. That's where
we're smack dab in the middle of both of those seasons.
Yes.
Right. We're November 8th. So
it's a cold front coming to Tallahassee.
Transition.
It's coming, TJ. You're bringing it with you, apparently.
I'll see what I can do. I'm just glad I'll be in that AC. Or HVAC. The heat.
It's a good sentence.
All right. So are we ready to vote? This is a tough one. This is way tougher than the first two.
Yeah,
and since we opened up my midwinters tonight, and I don't probably want to use mine again, I'm probably going to make this. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. This is really tough, though. I don't want to go first. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Oh, Ben, you go first.
No. Go at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Taconic.
Midwinter.
All right.
Oh, you're making me just. Oh my gosh! I was hoping you guys would just be the same.
I won't be disappointed either way, though. Like, this is like back and forth. They're both very good at what they do. They're very unique and special. Man, this is
to me what held it back.
Both of your reasoning, your reasonings. And then
go ahead, Ben.
What held it back at the end of the day for me was I can't find this anywhere other than a store pick. Like, you would have to follow a group that has this, and they chose 115 proof. Like when you talk about like typical store picks for guys or for like typical stores, like for example, like Yellowstone with Liquor Depot, right? They had the option of at 105, 110, 115. They just happened to choose 115 because they liked it the best. More than likely, they're being optioned different proofs. And so Miami chose 115 proof, which I really appreciate. But if they would have chosen a lower proof, that kind of just rules us out. You know, because it's so
you're taking points away from them because they could have chosen something.
I don't want to.
I'm taking points away for availability, and I know that Midwinters isn't the most available thing in the world anyway.
They're about the same.
But you're given countrywide that ability to find this.
The proof is 98 on Midwinters, though. So even if they would have taken a lower proof,
I'm thinking it'd be overwhelmingly maple.
Oh, okay.
At lower.
That would. But I think any store pick that you're going to get of the double barreled one here is going to be 115. Like, that's the standard if they release it to a store and do a barrel selection.
Okay.
So would it be lower? Now, finding it, to your point, Ben, is going to be extremely difficult. I was interested in finding their entry level or 90 proof one for a while, and my mother-in-law sent me their basic bourbon one, and they do a really good job. Like, it tasted just like Buffalo Trace to me. This price kind of similar to Buffalo Trace. Like, they do a really good job on their standard bourbon. But I had a hard time finding the maple one. I finally did see it, and I passed on it about a year ago. But once I saw it, and TJ pointed out that 115 proof, I was like, that would be worth exploring. And it's really unique and really easy to drink without being sickly sweet. I love both of these. Like, and Midwinter Night Dram is a top 5 whiskey for me. At least I thought. Like, I have to kind of reconsider everything.
Yeah, they're good. They're both really good.
It's just a mood thing.
But it comes down to TJ, the breaking point.
Damn.
So, hopefully my internet doesn't go out during this.
Yeah. Does he want to keep pouring me Midwinter? That's the question that TJ's asking himself. Does he want to keep pouring me Midwinters as a sample?
So, what I will say is, I wish the Midwinters was slightly higher in proof. Like, I'd love
everyone would get up. I would love it. 100.
How much, real quick, Ben, how much would you pay for a barrel strength Midwinter Night Dram? Like 200? Easy?
Oh, give me hold on.
They don't even do any barrel strength stuff because
give me a quote on barrel strength. Quote me what barrel strength would be on this.
Oh, I mean, proof at least 55%, so 110.
So 110
at least.
I would go 140. Because right now they're paying, I think it's saying $99. Is that MSRP?
Yes.
This is 200 on secondary, so there's no way you're getting that for 140.
They wouldn't price that from the distillery though at 200 or whatever. So I'm thinking if they did this at 110 proof, it would melt. It would fight a little bit of that plum, which I'd be excited about. 140. I don't care about the secondary, just mostly because I don't buy to drink at secondary prices. But 140, I'd be happy about at 140.
This might be, it probably is the most complex sub 100 proof whiskey that you can find.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to beat for like it.
That's worth drinking, you know?
Yeah. All right, TJ, this is a lot of pressure for you.
No pressure, TJ.
We didn't plan this.
I got to take one more sip and I'll let you know.
It just happened.
Okay, so I will say nose goes to Midwinter.
Okay, interesting.
It is a sublime, unique, vintage. Like, they're like, no one else is going to smell like this.
I mean, you guys know I love the sweetness, but the Midwinter is very sweet as well.
Mm-hmm. Right. Where does the taste go?
That one's really close, but I think Midwinter's edges it out just overall. And I think that, man, I love both these.
They're really good.
Taconic is really, really good too. But yeah, I think I just like the Midwinters just slightly more. But mean, I could drink both these tomorrow. I think Brandon's spot on in the fact that, and listen, we don't BS on this show and say that, oh, something's good when it's not or whatever. Like we crucified whatever the last two things we put in this King of the Hill were. But it totally is a mood thing. Like tomorrow we could go up against, like these two could go up against each other and we could completely change lanes and go the other way. So, yeah, I think Midwinter gets this.
Yeah.
All right. Midwinter Night Dram. You're combining them? I am too, TJ.
I am not. You guys are crazy.
Yeah. This is about what's your ratio?
They're both elite. I want to try a blend. Mine was pretty close to 50-50.
I'm at 2/3 Midwinter
That's
Night
fine.
Dram.
Might as well just combine all the BTACs and drink a shot of that.
I bet that would be delicious.
No.
Oh, combining two amazing whiskeys together is the awful thing to do. Like it, I mean, no.
You do whatever you want, Brendan. Do whatever you want.
Oh my God, the nose is amazing on this.
Yeah.
Is it peanut butter and jelly?
It's
oh my goodness, it's an Uncrustable in a glass.
It's like Uncrustable in a glass. That's the most expensive Uncrustable you've ever drank in your life.
Elena, come try this.
It's like a guava turnover.
Oh my Lord.
Oh,
with a little bit of Nutella.
Ben, you fool. You should have put them into one glass. You idiot.
If you really have enough money to pour 2 drinks into one,
we're blending. Great. This is what experts do.
That is what experts do.
All right. So Midwinter Night Dram will advance to round 4.
Continues.
Wow.
So both of the other ones failed in round 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Both the other ones failed in round 4, no?
Right. Yeah. But this one,
what are we?
Continued on 3.
Is your wife also streaming a video on how to clean pots?
8. She's streaming like about 8 videos right now. She's like, I want one on my cell phone, one on TG's cell phone, and 3 TVs. Just constantly give me as much bandwidth as I possibly can.
What are we doing next week?
I don't even know what we're doing next week.
Are we doing the bull run? Does that sound right?
Bull run.
No.
Tell me again, TJ.
Oh my God.
Tell me again what we're doing next week.
Prisoner?
That sounds right. You got to bring me up the sample of the Miami game.
Prisoner.
Oh, so Ben, explain to us the Prisoner because you got it from a buddy, Jake, who apparently Jake loves to know the difference between white grapes and red grapes and how they really make the difference and why.
He knows wine. I can't control that. So Jake, my buddy, sent me in a couple samples of Bardstown Prisoner finished bourbon.
It's not finished with Prisoners.
It is. It's finished in Prisoner barrels.
Prisoner is a
wine.
Okay, yeah.
Red grapes or white grapes?
Stop. It's finished in Prisoner wine barrels.
I think
it's finished in
Cabernet.
Hillsborough County Jail.
Stop.
In a toilet.
Anyway,
it's hooch.
Yeah. So this is arguably like the most expensive thing that Midwinters has.
Who's arguing
with? I'm arguing with myself. It's gonna be the most expensive thing that Midwinters has gone up against. And this is an expensive bottle that it's gonna go fight against. So I'm pretty excited about it.
It's a 9-year-old bourbon.
Yep.
84 high corn, French oak, red wine barrel finish, and Bardstown does a really good job with blending. So I'm looking forward to this.
So it's wine v wine.
Bourbon.
Who can wine the most?
Wine them, dine them, and 59 them.
Yes.
All right. That's enough of that. All right. So Midwinters moves on. Let's move on to our favorite segment of the week.
Yes.
TJ, real quick. TJ.
No.
Did you drink it? It's amazing.
Oh, no. I've been letting it mellow.
Oh, my God. It's rich yet smooth. It's actually decadent. This is what decadent should be.
This is what Joe should be.
Decadent. Dude.
It tastes like Joe.
It tastes just like Joe Decadence in a glass.
Yes.
It's really good.
Speaking of Joe,
have to say.
Ben, you messed up.
Speaking of Joe, we saw him this week.
We saw Joe this week.
Pursuits and Purchases.
And I talked about this last week, but he was able to acquire a bottle of Midwinter Night's Dram and Michter's Toasted Barrel Bourbon for me. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that. We got one more thing, and I don't have it here in front of me. I'm a terrible person for not having it here in front of me.
It is at your house. Yes.
Okay, just Brendan, you go, and I'll come back.
Oh, well, this is going to be really disappointing for you trying to move away and come back.
What'd you get, Brendan?
Bought absolutely nothing this week.
Nothing.
Daddy had a little plumbing issue. Had to pay a lot of money for that. Car issue, paying a lot of money for that.
Vasectomy, huh?
So yeah, just trying to save a little bit of money right now. I may be coming into a bottle of Weller 12, but you know, just depends if that happens or not.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Anyway, TJ, what do you got, bud?
Old Pepper Distillery. Jimmy from Gaspar's Pit. We love our gas bars here in Tampa. Ben and I went there and we met Joe the other day to see Jimmy. This rye, this single barrel rye from Old Pepper, I want to say it was $47. It was a collab between Gas Bars and Star Liquor for $47. What did we put this up against? We put this up against. We put it up against a single barrel 115 rye of Knob Creek. We like this significantly better, $15 cheaper. We also put it up against Peerless, a single barrel pick of Peerless from Gas Bars as well.
It fought pretty well.
It fought well, and I know that I say not to do this, but considering price,
I never consider price.
It's $20 cheaper and was just on par with that Peerless. Like they were like on the same level. I probably put Peerless slightly ahead, but go get that. Sean, how's it going, man? Sean's tuned in.
Heard you coming, Sean.
Heard you coming. So the Peerless was probably won out, but for $47, I think that Old Pepper single barrel rye is great.
Heavily minted rye, you would love that pick.
Is that
so minty? Is
that MGP?
So refreshing. No one knows. It's unknowable.
I don't.
Bottled by the James Pepper Distilling Company.
That doesn't make any. That doesn't do anything.
Sean, while you're watching, what's the Southwest Florida Bourbon Whiskey Society have going on right now? Let us know.
Yeah, does Southwest Florida Bourbon Society have a Taconic
pick?
Dude,
pick coming?
If you just joined us, you guys need to figure out how to get your hands on Taconic store pick. It's amazing.
It's pretty solid.
You know what? Really I did come into a new Maker's
Mark. Is that an expression, Sean? Is that a what is the stave profile? Because if you just tell me that you have a regular Maker's Mark pick, like I send it back.
I don't think that's. I think it's all stave profiles for the store.
Man, I gotta put Southwest. I gotta put notifications on for them.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that yet. I haven't been on Facebook today either, so that helps. But
TJ, am I getting an old Fitzgerald bottle? Has that been finalized, or what's up with that? That might be a potential, I guess, pursuit.
Maybe. I've got one that I'm working on. So
all right,
let you know.
A little tradesies, maybe potentially, Ben.
Guys, what I got, since you guys aren't even asking me, I'm just gonna.
No one cares. No one cares. Wait. Would you trade a bottle of Four Roses?
Okay.
Which 2019 limited edition barrel strength 4. An old Fitz.
Yes. The old Fitz 14. Yeah, that's old a good Fitz.
One. I wouldn't.
Call it off, TJ. Call it off.
So I'm a sucker. In my general pursuits, I am wanting like top dog or at least annual release of the major distilleries. And so I got Wild Turkey Master Keep 1, right? I have like Wild Turkey's top dog for the year. I am looking for a small batch limited edition Four Roses because I love their single barrel strength recipe bottles, right? And so
here's the thing. Yeah, I was going to say those are I know you're looking for them, but they're fairly available at like $250 MSRP. Are you willing to spend that? $250?
I mean, to have it on my shelf, yeah. We spent $200 on the Master's Keep. You know,
that's a lot harder to find, though.
No, no, it's not.
No, it's the same.
That limited edition's in the vault every time I go in there.
Okay, well then buy one for me. Jeez.
Sorry.
That's easy.
I don't like you that much.
I mean, if it's always in my vault, then just always buy. I mean,
is there anything worse than ABC hitting you with a 8 a.m. email about like come in and try our whiskey or our vodka? They know that you're like looking out for it, and like 8 a.m. comes around, they're like, boom, come try our vodka. I'm like, oh,
I got one that's worse. I got one that's worse than that. It's ABC sending you a flash sale, and it's Cooperstown or Cooper's Craft or something like that for like $5 off a $30. No, ABC. I say this all due respect.
Tell me how much respect you have for this guy. I like how Brendan muted himself. ABC, we love you.
There might be children listening.
Sean, that sounds really good. The French Cuvée, 3 Makers 46, 4 of the French Mendant, and 2 toasted French spice.
All right, I like
it.
Sean, we need a review.
You know I like the toasty. You know I like the toasty. We will review it too. That sounds amazing. We love our Makers picks here.
Yeah.
In fact, I've never had a bad Makers pick, so don't ruin that for me. But never had a bad.
They're so freaking good, man.
They're so good. Ben and I were talking about the 3 that I have. I have one that Joe Decadent sent me. It's a 904 dip donuts. One that's a maple glazed donut, which is down here from Lucan's, and then one is the cannoli from down here in Tampa as well. Yeah, also from Lucan's in Tampa Bay. David Off collabed on that one, and they're all 3 really, really good. But the cannoli is like heads and tails better than the rest of them. So I only drink the other 2. Like I never drink the cannoli.
I don't think we can let TJ get away with that one. Heads and tails better. I don't think that's accurate at all.
Oh, it is.
It's better, it's better heads and tails. Yeah, it's better both ways.
I blinded all 3 and been like, this one's better.
That's not the point. Oh my God.
No, it's not a shampoo, Brendan. Please.
Heads and tails. Heads and shoulders, knees and toes above the other 2.
Head, shoulder, knees.
Yes, that was the joke, Brendan. Jeez.
It's tough doing a show with Brendan every week. I don't know how Chris Nee does it. Bless his
Come on, man.
Shout out Newberg and Blosting too.
Yeah,
those are my favorite. Those are my favorite 3 247 employees.
24/7.
I say 247.
Oh God, I got whiskey on my face again.
Okay.
I think Brendan's hammered. Guys, thanks for hanging out. We have a review. Yeah, we have a review coming on Thursday in which we will review. Ben has the bottle. Let's talk about it.
Oh, man. You didn't even get to my pursuit and purchases.
All right.
Hello. I purchased.
All right. Well, for TJ Pittenger,
I purchased Wild Turkey 101 Rye because it's coming out later this week. Be prepared. We're reviewing this 101 Rye. It's going to go against our 101 Bourbon review. Just saying. Be prepared.
I think Bourbon's going to beat it. Roger comments, I have 3 of those Maker Mark Stave Profile bottles to get into this week. Looking forward to seeing the differences. They're so good, Roger. Like those Maker picks.
Yeah.
We had one from that was caramel apples from Lucan's as well.
Yes.
And that one, oh my goodness. We had that
really good
in little hotel, like cheap plastic cups, and it was still amazing.
Which one did we review when Ben had COVID? It was just you and I, TJ.
That was the wood stave profile.
Okay.
The what do you call
it?
FAE.
They're all wood stave.
Yeah. You know what?
But the wood finish series. Sorry.
Would be interested in they had the
FAE
would be. They had the
I
FAE
just finished my FAE 01.
Oh man, isn't it terrible?
No, I liked it. It was so fruity.
He hated it like a month ago.
I know.
It opened up
to give it to me for free because he didn't like it. So to me, my cost base was 0.
Doll hairs, Ben.
Yeah, it was great. But I want the FAO2 just to.
That's supposed to be more toasted.
I hope so.
I think so. Yeah.
If they get away from the fruit profile, it'd be great.
Toasty, you say?
We have the Toasty Horse attention.
Yeah,
if this internet works correctly, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
Sean is correct. The
reviewing.
Sorry, the RC6. If you want to throw that up there real quick, that is the OG. Yep, I agree.
Anybody have a sample of that?
I got one.
Listen, gotta.
I'm listening.
Ben's not coming up, so he's dead to me.
I'm up for like 12 hours on Saturday. It's gonna be great. Not even that. No, like
less than that. Ben, listen to this. TJ wants me to pick out a good lunch spot for us to go to that also serves great bourbon. So
you can't drink, can you? I was just kind of being silly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
if you want to pair your bourbon with a turkey sandwich and a pasta salad.
No, I want a Reuben. I want a Reuben.
Come to Panera Bourbon.
Kill
but I think you could. I think you could get a good Reuben and a good Irish whiskey.
Right.
Like those
not like in Tallahassee.
Just soup salad and rye.
I'm part of the Tallahassee foodies group, which someone asked, where's a good place to get soup? And the responses were overwhelmingly Panera.
I kill them.
Panera has great soup.
Get out of that group.
No, excited to. What's the stack of the month from Madso this month? Ben liked Madso when we went.
Madso's good. Madso's good. If they want to sponsor this podcast, they can. What are we reviewing on Thursday, TJ?
We've already talked about it like 3 times.
Speaking of which.
Wild Turkey 101 Rye. Excited to get into that. Hey, we also, Ben and I on Saturday night or Friday night, I'm going to put this out tomorrow morning because I forgot today.
Yes.
It was the time change. We reviewed that Old Pepper pick that I talked about, the single barrel from Gas Bars and Star Liquor here in Tampa. It's a quick, just kind of a thumbs up, thumbs down review, not the full point system. I think it's like a 6-minute video. I'm going to put that out just on all our social channels. Check that out. I'll tag Gas Bars in it and put it in the Whiskey Society here in Tampa since that's where that's based out of. But yeah, we're going to do those quick reviews. And what we're going to do, we started out with Gas Bars just because we were in there seeing Jimmy that day. But what we're going to do is if you people are sending us too much whiskey. I know that sounds crazy to complain about, but we can't, obviously we can only do 52 reviews a week or a year. A week would be intense. We can only do the 52 reviews a year, one every week. But a lot of people are sending us stuff and asking us to review it because it's their favorite bottle or because it's a store pick near them. We're going to start doing those in just like one-off little thumbs up, thumbs down reviews. We graded the Old Pepper with an A through F scale, kind of like you're back in school. So that was really good. A, B, C, D, F, Brendan.
Is my scale not good enough for
S tier?
We don't
have time to go through the entire.
Trying to go
5 minutes.
Yeah, trying to go a lot faster. So anyway, if you want us to review something that you really like or a store pick close to you or just whatever, get in contact with us. Send us a message on social media. It's Bourbon on a Budget on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever, and we'll be happy to review it. We've got a lot to get through. Thanks to Jake and some other folks that have sent a bunch of stuff.
We want to review your Maker's Mark.
He said he's got us covered. Send
that up, bud. Oh, what's up? What's up, Sean?
Why'd you go with your sexy voice on that?
That was kind of
what's up, man?
All right.
Oh, now it's getting weird.
Ben and I have to get off here. Our wives were amazing and picked up fast food for us. So,
TJ, did you? All right,
time to eat.
This is getting weird.
So, Brendan,
cheers
for yourself, Ben Cobb,
myself,
TJ
Brendan
Pinger.
Sinone.
This is Bourbon on a Budget. Cheers.
Squall.
Beep.
Just one note. Just the.
It wasn't loud enough.
It's a fade. It fades in.
Fade it louder. Turn it up. Can't hear it. There it is.
Throw the music up in his headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tap your headphones. Keep tapping it.